everybody. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club.
What's the story with this one? Rather than play for Valentine's Day, rather than play this one or Catherine. I suggested Catherine, and I saw that Epic Games is giving away this game for free. So I was like, well, I guess we're gonna do this now. and uh and it's supposed to be fun, maybe.
I
But
insisted that he play this because he has not played this before.
I've never even heard of it. I just thought, oh, this is a cutesy looking game thing. And I looked up and it's actually a psychological horror question mark, and I was like, oh, okay. We can see how this goes. I guess Catherine is too, kind of. Either way, we're gonna play a cutesy horror game for Valentine's. Fun times, right? All right, and it starts with citing this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. It's always great when a game starts with a trigger warning, isn't it? Individuals suffer from anxiety or depression might have a positive experience playing this game. Would like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers. Alternative game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Nah, no, we can deal with it. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you would agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Babe, what the hell is that? What's going on? What's going on?
Just click agree.
I don't like how when my games start with the terms of service.
I did tell my friends that you've never played DDLC before and know nothing about it, and they were really excited.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean they're really excited?
Because because they know what happens, and you don't.
I'd never heard of this game until like 3 days ago. Whatever that was.
This game has been out for like 5 years.
And I live under a pop culture rock. Remember, my favorite game is Monkey Island. You already said that. You want me to say it again? Maybe you do need to say it again.
Maybe they added that on later because that was new to me. I first watched the playthrough when it first came out.
Sorry, say it again. Just turn on all the stuff.
I watched the playthrough when it first came out, and that level of detail was not there. Maybe it was added later.
Yeah, well, this is the what's it called? This is the deluxe or the plus version.
Yeah. I mean, DDLC was given out for free on Steam. It's just that the plus version, I think, costed money. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I got it for free on Epic Games, so thanks, Epic Games. They're not an official sponsor, but maybe they will be after this video. Probably not, though. You never know. Okay, okay, I think that's good for settings. Is the music still too loud for you, or are you good?
It's good.
Okay. New game. Please enter your name. Do I enter a girl's name or a boy's name here? I actually don't know. What am I playing as?
You're playing as a guy.
Okay. Sure, why not, Rio?
Yeah.
How do I do this? Enter, I guess. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend to your children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting out in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I got you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Well, I was, but...
That's me, Riel.
Well, people stare at you for acting weird, and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But he did wait for me after all.
Against my will.
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Excuse me.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled by other students making the daily commute.
By the way, Riel, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Yeah, the AV club, like all the cool kids join. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. So what do you say?
There you go. I thought that was Sayori.
Oh. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations where I was dismissively going along with whatever she's going on about. Saria likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Sounds like me, eh?
Your happiness is really important to me, you know?
Aw.
And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not used to the real world.
Well, that's an insult right there.
Yeah. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs that makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Fine. I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I just have no choice but to start with the anime club. It's only natural.
Hello?
That's it. Sayori? It starts to come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the class.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in.
Thanks, I guess.
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Thanks, I guess. You don't need to wait up for me if it's just gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
No what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
You have a club? Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
What a meanie! Frick you! Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please!
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well... I told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member.
Ah, ulterior motives.
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Well, at least there were cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
It's always the cupcakes that trap you. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I directly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here!
Oh god. I told you, don't call me a new member! Eh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Riel, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Dot dot dot? Question mark? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can't just ignore her. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Riel.
Monica smiles sweetly, and shows off her butt apparently. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica?
Come sit down, Riel. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, just got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk around to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes to create look like little cats. Cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her taking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not you, dummy.
Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Ah, I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
Yeah, I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you decide to join the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
Oh, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How can you decide to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the even new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Riel, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quite to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. To tell a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on.
Blah, blah, blah,
Clearly
blah,
passionate about her
blah,
reading.
blah, blah.
Honestly, I thought that was going for longer. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate to take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to completely throw you for a loop?
I've done that before.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really can't put it down. Story horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I'm just.
Natsuki's eyes turned over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Oh, what gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called. Don't say it out loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sura sidles up beside Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I know,
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Certain level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing that even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experience writing too, Yuri? Maybe these are some of your work you can set an example to help Natsuki feel more comfortable and to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Sorry, I thought that was Yuri.
That's right.
Aw, I want to read everyone's poems.
You all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it.
So Yuri has no regrets.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond at the club. Isn't that right, Riel?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought... Well...
Yeah... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club! One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Surya wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then That makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Ah, thanks. I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Riel, I look forward to seeing you how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Riel, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Her and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Or all four of them. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
All right, here comes the first part of wooing girls.
It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh,
okay.
No. Okay.
So who do you want to woo? Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri?
I like Yuri because she has purple hair.
Okay.
But I don't know. Any of them are fine, I guess.
Okay, so pick words that you think Yuri would like. Now, you know a little bit about them already.
Okay, tragedy, I guess.
And Sayori jumped.
What is going on?
Basically, if they jump, that means you picked one that the character would like.
Oh. I don't know, I'm just gonna go with whatever, honestly. Doesn't matter. I like the word melody. What?
Okay, so melody?
I like the word melody. Okay, so she jumps.
Yeah. Natsuki.
Who likes prayer? She likes prayer.
Sayori.
Email? Shame. What? What the hell? She's already jumping on shame all the time. Why'd you jump at everything? I'm literally trying to pick Yuri. I thought I would hit Yuri's thing. Because she likes horror or something.
Do you need help?
No, I can do this myself. Infallible. Alright. Misery. 100%. I thought you're maybe I'm what's that called? Projecting misery from Ruby Gloom onto Yuri because I have purple hair. that might be what I'm doing here. Who jumps at universe? Okay, so she likes sci-fi? I guess she said horror. She said fantasy too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. Who likes electricity? She likes electricity. Oh. I like sci-fi. This is me Riel talking. I like sci-fi. But judgment. Okay. Who likes anime? Okay, Natsuki likes anime. That makes sense. Also, that makes sense. Who likes the word skirts? Probably Natsuki. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. This is like me experimenting. This is experimentation now.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, I figured that'd be her. I figured that would be her. That's like a vaguely religious or something. Okay, I think analysis will be Yuri. Okay. I'm getting this.
And remember, you're trying to woo Yuri.
That's what I'm trying to do. Agonizing. Horror. Haha. Okay, I have to pick the word kitty. Honestly, there's like no other option. I don't want to pick graveyard. That creeps me out. Eternity. I think eternity will do. Okay. Incongruent. Haha. And philosophy. Can you pick the last word? You have the fun to pick the last word.
Unrestrained.
When is the horror coming?
You're getting there. Hi, Gabrielle. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Cute. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I just keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Riel. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayara told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki found herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Literature?
Just defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Riel always gives his best as long as he's having fun.
Yeah.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Riel can be good friends too.
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has just put me into.
Oh, ow! You're even buying yourself something today, you know. Oh, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to risk the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I don't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, but so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not even reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this! I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face slowly buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I'd feel bad if I distracted her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the book, or the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the very first few pages. The music has changed. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. How much of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable?
It's fine. If I was focusing, I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just sorry.
Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant! I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Ruby closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind
of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. It's a dark turn that came from nowhere. Very gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Riel?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that you were into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, you had to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That's because you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have
to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you're looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Uh, yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do?
She reminds me of you. Apologize too
much. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're hardly even close to them before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading as, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I could do. Since you've already been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Reed no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page, and instead just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, and then to flutter over to her side, she catches it in her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she'll second guesses a lot of the stuff that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
You remain silent for a moment.
But, Riel, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about this sort of thing. I guess I'm reminded that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's just about time we share everybody today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read this with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It's more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then get back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sarah and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sarah's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reach into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? You can
Good
pick.
question. Monica.
Okay, we're showing to Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting an effort.
Hi, Riel. Having a good time so far?
Ah, yeah.
Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring that up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess if I have to.
Don't worry, Riel. We're all a little embarrassed today, don't you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem.
Great job, Riel. I was thinking, ooh, in my head when I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it.
I like that too.
It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find your kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of writing styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone expects you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Okay.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always have to feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. I guess that's you. Sorry.
Oh, did you want to? Okay, I can read it. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Crazy.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform? Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been pulling evidence on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Who should I show my poem to next?
I chose last time.
We're gonna show it to Sayori.
This is a good poem, Riel. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course! It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'll be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. That just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Riel. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold at that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Makes sense to me. Sayori, this is just a guess, but do you want breakfast? But did you wait until the morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
Can't answer just a little bit to yes/no questions.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better with myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs on toast.
Though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Now I'll show it to you.
Oh.
As you read the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Three first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for?
Yuri takes breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them.
What?
Sorry, Natsuki's cupcakes are just really... I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And results that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Thanks, Yuri. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer's completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you'd be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. Getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I'm also glad to give you valuable feedback. Gary, stop talking so much, I'm hungry! Natsuki could be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club?
I'm sorry. Muffin.
Eat muffin.
It's a good muffin.
What's the flavor?
Blueberry.
Ah, not too bad.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of the hair illuminate breath by beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be the one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air, the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Yeah, 'cause I suck at reading. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
You're in a ghost series?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Riel.
Really? I must totally miss the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the world? They usually do more than to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Hers was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Riel.
Ah, me too. Can I skip Natsuki? I don't want Natsuki to be a harsh critic.
You have to deal with it.
She's so based, though.
Eh? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
Yes, actually. I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Chocobo.
There's no hidden meaning here, Riel.
I thought there was. I thought this was an acrostic. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because even in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't just make your message less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. I can set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. I always bring out the feeling in the last line.
Oh, so you did. I guess some more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah. Guess not. I just had to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Ew. I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way that any poems can stand to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Siri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
Oh, what's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? She completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked you to someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Riel did too. So based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
Are they gonna ask me to pick which poem is better of theirs?
And Riel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Riel appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Riel started showing up.
What? What's going on?
It's Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like the hating eyes.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Riel. She's trying to make me look bad. And that's not true. She started it. But if she can give over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, I think this wouldn't have happened in the first place. I don't be making poems that will contrive for no reason. You maybe should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Riel. Wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Riel?
Ah!
Wow!
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course, that's going to be... Are we recording Yuri? Is this what we're doing?
Hey, you're the one who's playing the game.
Oh god.
I'm just reading all the love intro. I'm just voicing the love intro.
No, I'm not. It's like I have enough anxiety choosing you have too much. Okay. You know, I don't know. As I said, we're gonna try to quote Yuri. Are you back? You ready to go again?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna say Yuri. See what happens. What? Why did I say Natsuki? I thought it said Yuri.
He's talking to Natsuki.
Oh, Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
And that's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. It becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I am sorry.
Natsuki, you took it too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Well, sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head.
Sarah, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that.
Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down her desk. I usually approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Riel. You're too kind. Thankful to have you as part of the club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. The one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
Yeah. What did Natsuki say?
oh, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea.
Ah! Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
More poems? What the hell?
And maybe you learn something from your friends too. Their poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least get to do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I went to myself with newfound determination.
Yeah. Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sarah beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayura and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Riel. So I said I could just spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayura still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds here. I pat Sayura on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see Sayura as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Round 2.
How many rounds are there?
I think this is I think this is the last one in this act.
There's acts? The
yes.
hell?
Well, now you know how to impress Yuri.
Except I don't. I know. Philosophy, I think, was a word she liked. I got a history? It's in the history. Oh, it's like literally all the words.
Yes.
Okay. What else did she like?
I'll do all of these, I think, after Image.
Okay. How much she likes science? I think entropy was a science word. Yeah.
Boop.
I don't know if boop will work. So you.
It's not. That's a totally Natsuki word. I just thought it was funny.
Boop. Whisper? Nope. All right, fine. Faster. Okay. Incongruent. Infinite. Fickle. Universe. Analysis. Insight.
Landscape?
I was thinking landscape. Okay, look at that. You're right.
Massacre!
Okay. I didn't get that. Okay. Covet? Okay. Oh, not this round again. Intellectual. Alright. Contamination. Just gotta pick the hard words. Doki Doki! It's Doki Doki! It's Doki Doki! Eternity. The other girls are angry.
Suicide?
I don't want to pick suicide, but okay. Kind of creepy word. She likes fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Nope, Natsuki likes fantasy. Alright, fine. I thought she liked fantasy.
It was still mostly Yuri.
It's like 18 Yuris. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Riel!
Yo, Siri. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to seeing you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down once its contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so it only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
Feel guilty? That means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It's just, something in my book. Yuri? Tell Riel to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that at all. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. So you were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all of us after all, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sarah knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What?
Ah!
Okay.
Ow! What was? A cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because they're paying restitution?
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth it seeing your reaction, though. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I did my thumb. You're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why'd you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, and wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sarah off of her. Sarah suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Seriously, just do that?
Mouth full, Sarah trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you ever heard anything about her being late today? Not me?
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. A boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something. You should play something for us, Monica. It's
Monica looks at me.
maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Riel.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sarah's mischievous escapade. I'm sure.
Mentioning that the Plus version has a lot more content than the regular version.
Is that good or bad?
That explains why it's possibly longer than I expected.
Ah.
Anyway,
we can always play like multiple nights or something.
Yeah. I feel like you might enjoy this.
Are you having fun?
You also might not, and therefore
Okay.
I will enjoy your reaction. So
so it's win or win, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared to the closet. Hey, Yuri!
Huh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. There's one thing I can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water.
Walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appeals elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher?
Sure.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Ah, I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Where are you two off to?
Yuri's gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. Kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Riel and club activities?
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Riel.
Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room when I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly pulls her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri?
Something about the way she said that. You made me so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to drug people like that.
Well, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
Ah. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Oh, sorry.
Why would I hate you? You can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
You really lifts your head.
Real. I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying stuff like that. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. You and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once you fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Bill, do you like oolong tea?
Yep, yeah. Anything's fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less though when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Yeah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Ah. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Riel. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Won't Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us?
Riel, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Eh? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that a thinly veiled large boob joke?
I will say, like, people with large boobs do have back pain.
Yeah, so is that what this is? Is that what this is?
Maybe.
Maybe. Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my...
I knew it!
My...
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sarah's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. You and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Ah. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more like a handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands my teacup. Flipped with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. But as her intense reading expression, I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with a chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly look over the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
All this is maybe want chocolate, so I'm gonna open a thing of chocolate.
Have fun. You go do that.
Wait. Eh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. I hold it to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means it can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Huh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Riel.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... Well... You were just helping. It's something that friends do. Right?
I mean... Not really in this context, but... Yeah! That's all it was.
Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything.
Yeah, I see. The situation's gotten really tense.
Having fun, babe?
I did not know, man. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take on the chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Okay!
That's that! Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Yeah, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course!
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah! Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Why are you laughing?
Because this is funny.
This is a game. This is a game. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Same order!
Monica. Hi again, Riel. How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'll be happy that I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe I'll soon we'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share that what you wrote for me today?
I don't want to. I guess I will. Sure. Here you go. Like if I poem to Monica.
All right. This sounds good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. I was wondering about finding inspiration in Rieri's writing style?
Yeah, probably. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Or when she's talking literature. It's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. But I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Okay. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway. You want to read my poem now?
Is there a reason why we can't, why none of the options for writing poetry pertain to Monica? Like why we can't woo Monica? Yeah, there's a reason we can't woo Monica. Okay, I was just wondering that. Yeah, it'll come up. Okay.
I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop, violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, cone-sign, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless.
It's sad. I like the math references.
There was more.
There was more? What?
You didn't scroll down all the way.
No. You seem more absent than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write.
Honestly, I thought it was gonna end up meaningless. I thought that was it.
Sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you will find yourself that is facing a difficult decision. So when that happens, don't forget to save your game.
All right, fine.
You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
That's my advice for today.
Can I see your poem in the history? Why is she laughing? Why are you laughing? What's happening? What's going on? No. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine.
Thanks for listening.
What? Laura is becoming self-aware now. Okay. Didn't expect to take that kind of turn, but alright.
Okay.
Okay, I'll save my game.
Sayori.
Okay, so here's next.
Oh. I like this one, Riel. There's some nice feelings in it.
Yeah, I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing I like in the first place.
Yeah. Me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you don't want you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I really don't know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right?
Schadenfreude?
What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
Okay.
Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't really see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly perfect.
Poetic.
Poetic.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Riel. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Okay.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. The little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle, all in a row. My collection makes a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, my dreams, my friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in comes my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles so much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Huh. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write like the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica told me a lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
Yeah, I'm pretty passionate about this, huh?
Sorry, I keep getting used to talking in strings of voices because I've been talking so long. I know I wanted to be on the love interest and I have no regrets, but
I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
That's not gonna be long, right? It's good. We're gonna kill her off first, right? don't get out of yourself. Sora's always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Real. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kinds of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
Not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy.
You never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Mary nods. Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. And anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah. I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies as a wandering human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistened in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. I'd say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Is she a vampire?
No.
We're the raccoon, though, right? Or I'm the raccoon, right? You're just laughing. Okay.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it as at face value, then I kind of forget what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that's different people can relate to in their own way. I express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Riel?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it is difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself.
There we go.
I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Riel.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. Never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Natsuki! She's gonna hate it. What am I gonna do?
I like your last one better.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I can tell you're a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat.
Thanks. That would be true. I just want to try something different. I'm still figuring it all out.
I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate it when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making a reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. She likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time
It's not too bad. Sorry.
One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands were probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone.
Is this poem about Yuri?
Yeah, I think it is about Yuri.
Okay. Do the poems change depending on our poem content?
I don't No.
Okay.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I didn't think that was the best I could do.
Oh, of course not.
Anyway, the message here is pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can't explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. I can even agree the subject of this poem is that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Relatively easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. If people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. Well, that just makes people stupid. Who cares if someone likes what someone's like? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Huh, that's funny. You wrote something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Oh, did I say Yuri? Was I supposed to say Yuri? So similar to Yuri today.
You did say Yuri.
Okay. Yeah. She said her poem was an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I went down to chat some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about what her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But hey, the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so I'll look forward to it.
Is it tomorrow?
Okay, everyone! We're done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. I want to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yes, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're already putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I, I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember Natsuki and Yuri had never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud and to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we're able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it's all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess it leaves me no choice. I agree! I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances on everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Thanks, everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of a club, then how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll shut up to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. You ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
The poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reciting her poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and they give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard by what must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm up next then.
Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Yuri.
It's a little harder than I thought. Guys do it so easily. Try not to think of it that you're saying to other people. Imagine you're saying it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come up best that way. I see. I see. Okay then.
Yuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Yuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Yuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Yuri meant when she said she likes my poems. So I get to reach more deep into someone I thought I knew through and through. Yuri finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Yuri!
Even Riel liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just a little embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time left before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Riel. Not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Riel learn everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step up to the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I'll recite my poem. So I'm not exactly confident about writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I am not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, more about the lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... It's called... Oh, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. The poem's called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say.
You better not make me do that again. Well... You at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people but will be way easier. I can't whatever I face, I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry as much about... You don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It may be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the next festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Oh. Ah, yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Another festival's coming up, but let's try to write some poems for tomorrow as well. It'll be working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As at the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll begin to prepare. Monday's the big day! I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I will define the same enthusiasm as your Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Lucky you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, I'm not supposed to respond to that.
It's okay, Riel. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I should probably save. They said save. I'll walk home with Suri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Suri's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Suri.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get it to... I mean...
Suri fumbled with the words.
Let's just say one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What the hell kind of question is that? I mean, you kind of put him on the spot here. Do I have to pick?
You pick.
See, I'm courting Yuri, but I still feel like I'd walk home with Sayori. I feel like that's my routine here.
Then just say that.
Sayori, you really think I'll ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. Why do you see her in the club every day? Besides, you seem to really like going home together. I won't just doing that for you.
You're so silly, Riel. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating about something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for her to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? I write more poetry?
I thought that was the last one. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm curious now. What happens if I say Yuri, or should I not change the past?
It's up to you. If you want to start calling Sayori, go ahead. You're loading,
Okay.
not saving.
Loading will. Yeah, that's what I thought, didn't I? Oh, I should save and then go back. Is what you mean?
Is that
what?
what you want to do?
I don't know. I thought I'd load and say Yuri and see what happens.
All right. Well, first save.
Okay. That's what skip means.
Yeah, just skip.
Oh.
You can click skip.
Now what happens if I say Yuri? Walking with Yuri, huh? Why does that make my heart pound? I mean, you know how hard it is for me to try to socialize. I'd feel awkward turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. It's not at any point speculating about something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Terry? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. No one in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Conversation trails off, but I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping such a weird question. I just gotta lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time.
Now you want to continue with this, or do you want to go with still walking home with Sayori?
I'll go with what we had before.
Now, are you gonna still go for Yuri, or are you gonna write for Sayori?
No, I'm gonna go for Yuri.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if... I just wanted to see what would happen.
So just load up and go, go, go.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna go for Yuri. But, okay. I'm gonna take a quick break, though, to get some more water, I guess.
Sounds good. Riel has no idea what's coming up.